नाउ आज का टॉपिक हमने क्या रखा है? वील कंटिन्यू विद बैक्टीरियल सेल एनाटॉमी, वील कंटिन्यू आर लर्निंग अबाउट कैप्सूल एंड देन वील लर्न अबाउट स्पोर्स एंड द बैक्टीरियल cell wall. Now guys, this you wrote the last class. This is a quick revision of the examples of capsulated fellows, and I'm going to tell you today some important features about these organisms, and obviously in detail we are going to decode all of these organisms in systemic microbiology. So let's start. Some creatures have pretty nice capsules. We learned last time. Let's quickly revise. S stands for three important examples of capsulated fellows, that is Streptococcus pyogenes, also known as group A Streptococcus. Don't write group A for now. I'll decode this fellow in detail when we learn this organism in systemic microbiology. Then second example I told you about was Streptococcus agalactiae and then Streptococcus pneumoniae. Okay. K stands for what? Klebsiella pneumoniae. H stands for Haemophilus influenzae. P stands for Pseudomonas aeruginosa. All right. And N stands for Neisseria meningitidis. Remember, I told you genus Neisseria has got two important villains or pathogens for us. Neisseria meningitidis, also known as meningococcus, and Neisseria gonorrhoeae, also known as gonococcus. गोनोरिए में कैप्सूल गॉन अवे, दोनों में से एक ही पैथोजेंस के पास होता है कैप्सूल, एंड विच इज दैट ऑर्गेनिज्म, दैट इज निसीरिया मेनिंजाइटिडिस. रिमेंबर मेनिंजेस आर नथिंग ऑब्वियसली बट कवरिंग अराउंड द ब्रेन. अगर मेनिंजेस को मैं कैप्सूल बोल दूं और हम ये कह रहे हैं कि दिस ऑर्गेनिज्म कॉजेज इन्फ्लेमेशन ऑफ द मेनिंजेस, दैट इज इन्फ्लेमेशन ऑफ दिस कैप्सूल, तो इस ऑर्गेनिज्म के पास भी सोच लीजिए कि खुद के पास भी कैप्सूल है. तो मेनिंजाइटिडिस के पास कैप्सूल है, गोनोरिया के पास नहीं है. अ फ्रीक्वेंटली आस्क्ड क्वेश्चन. एंड लास्ट बट नॉट द लीस्ट, we have got Cryptococcus neoformans. Now, I have deliberately used red ink and blue ink to denote the gram positives and gram negative organisms in this list. Okay, the first three organisms which I have written in blue color, that is Streptococcus के तीन species जो हैं. Streptococcus is a genus of gram positive bacteria. Then you have got 4 gram negative bacteria, and in this entire list the last organism Cryptococcus neoformans is a fungus, जिसके बारे में हमने day 1 पे भी बात करी थी. Cryptococcus neoformans, the first thing I want my students to remember about this fellow, this fungus, is that it is the most common cause of meningitis in immunocompromised individuals, especially AIDS patients. Okay. All right. Now, guys, have a look at this. So, on your screens, you are seeing this spherical structure. Okay, smiling at you. Then, adjacent to it, one more Xerox copy of it is there. And then the third one, the fourth one, and the last one on this slide. So what we are seeing, these are bacteria. They are blue in color, so they are gram positive, and they're spherical in shape, so they are cocci. Remember, not all cocci are spherical, but generally when we utter the word coccus, we usually refer to as, we usually are referring to what kind of bacteria, what shape of bacteria? Spherical bacteria. Because coccus comes from the word berry. Berry matlab round ya spherical. So in bacteriology, we have got a very, very interesting and important genus which we have to learn in detail. And the name of that genus is Streptococcus, which comprises of gram-positive spherical cocci arranged in chains like this. So let's decode this name Streptococcus. Streptos का क्या मतलब होता है? Twisted या chain. As you can see, these organisms, these 5, spherical cocci are arranged in chains. And coccus, जैसे मैंने बताया, it means berry or grain. So basically spherical. So this is the meaning, or this is the definition of the genus Streptococcus, the morphological description of genus Streptococcus. Please note this down. Okay. Then Streptococcus pyogenes. This was the first example I gave you in the list of encapsulated organisms. अब देखो, पायोन का मतलब क्या होता है? पस. एंड जीन्स का मतलब होता है प्रोड्यूस. तो स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस पायोजीन्स जो है, दैट्स अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कॉज ऑफ पस फॉर्मिंग बैक्टीरिया. Pus, by the way, is a good thing. Pus is nothing but immune response against bacteria. How pus is formed, we are going to learn this in detail in immunology. For now, just remember, one of the most important pus forming bacteria is Streptococcus pyogenes. This fellow is also known as group A Streptococcus. abbreviated as GAS. अब ये ग्रुप का क्या मतलब है, ए का क्या मतलब है, इसको ऑब्वियसली हम लोग डिकोड करेंगे इन सिस्टमिक माइक्रोबायोलॉजी इन स्किन एंड सबक्यूटेनियस इन्फेक्शंस, ठीक है. एंड दिस फेलो स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस पायोजेन्स बाय द वे इज द pathogenic spe- most pathogenic species of this genus, that is streptococcus. Please remember this. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Have a look at this. The actual picture of the gram stain of this organism, Streptococcus pyogenes. You can see these beautiful spherical cocci arranged in chains. ठीक है, तो पहले हमने schematic representation देखी थी of the genus Streptococcus, and this very gram stain picture is of Streptococcus pyogenes. Then Streptococcus agalactiae मैंने आपको next example बताया. Streptococcus agalactiae is referred to as, please note down, group B Streptococcus, that is GBS. अब ये जो है ना, इसके नाम में ही क्या आ रहा है, GBS. तो B से हम याद करेंगे, इट्स अ वेरी बोल्ड फेलो. ठीक है, व्हाट इज बोल्ड अबाउट इट, दिस वील डिकोड in detail when we study about this organism in systemic microbiology. But one important homework you need to do today on the group, I shall share one post of mine about this organism. Please add it to your notes, and obviously in detail we are going to decode it in systemic micro. अब एक गैलेक्सी का क्या मतलब होता है, विदाउट मिल्क. एक्चुअली दिस fellow, this bacterium Streptococcus agalactiae was named so because it was found to be a major cause of mastitis in cattle, and later on it was found to be associated with with some significant human diseases as well. So GBS also is a very important organism which we need to know about. Okay, please note it down. तो फर्स्ट टू ऑर्गेनिजम्स मैंने क्या बता दिए, स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस पायोजीन्स ग्रुप ए हो गया, ग्रुप ए स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस, एंड देन वी हैव गॉट ग्रुप बी स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस जीपीएस, स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस एगेलेक्सी, जिसका होमवर्क आपको करना है आज. ऑलराइट, ग्रेट. आगे बढ़ते हैं. अब देखो, have a look at this picture. The third example I told you about was Streptococcus pneumoniae. ठीक है, Streptococcus already I have decoded, and this is a species of Streptococcus, namely pneumoniae, because it's an important cause of pneumonia. In fact, this fellow is the MCC, most common cause of lobar pneumonia, and also it is the MCC that is most common cause of community acquired pneumonia. Community acquired pneumonia, abbreviated as CAP. These terminologies, लोबर निमोनिया क्या होता है, कम्युनिटी एक्वायर्ड निमोनिया क्या होता है, हॉस्पिटल एक्वायर्ड निमोनिया क्या होता है, एटसेट्रा एटसेट्रा, वी आर गोइंग टू decode in respiratory infections in systemic microbiology. For now, remember, Streptococcus pneumoniae, which I said is encapsulated, is the most common cause of lobar pneumonia and community acquired pneumonia. And guys, twist in the tail, even though we have defined Streptococcus as the genus of gram-positive spherical cocci, Streptococcus pneumoniae is a little bit different. It is the odd fellow out in the sense that it is not spherical. Rather, it is, lanceolate shaped, as you can see in this picture. Okay, let me zoom this picture. You can see two cocci are present over here, and this arrow is pointing towards these cocci, referred to as diplococci, and you can clearly see a beautiful halo around these diplococci, which is representative of the capsule. Remember, the nature of Streptococcus pneumoniae क्या है, हम साथ साथ हैं, तो ये pairs में रहेगा. So these are the streptococci which exist in pairs, and these fellows are not spherical, they are lanceolate shaped, also referred to as flame shaped, as you can see in this picture. So basically this is a schematic representation. Okay, so this is a lanceolate shaped, and we'll also learn in the next slide ki lanceolate ka literal meaning kya hota hai. And this boundary which I have drawn, it is representative of the capsule, the polysaccharide capsule which this fellow has. Okay, so the clear area around the organism is nothing but the capsule. All right. See, this is another very good, Diplococcus key appearance and the beautiful halo around it. Okay, many Diplococci you can see in this picture. This is also a good one. A very good, morphological description of Streptococcus pneumoniae. What exactly is lanceolate shape? Lanceolate refers to leaf, septal, petal, or another flat structure which is wider at the base than at the midpoint and tapers towards the apex. ठीक है, तो जैसे मैंने अभी पिछली स्लाइड में इस प्रकार का स्कीमेटिक डायग्राम बनाया था, तो दिस इज नथिंग बट क्या, आपका Streptococcus pneumoniae. By the way, Streptococcus pneumoniae is also known as what? Streptococcus pneumoniae is also known as pneumococcus. Pneumococcus. Please always remember कि in the exam when you are writing your theory paper, to make it a point to underline the scientific names. ये छोटी छोटी चीजें एग्जाम में आपको इन चीजों का ध्यान रखना है. ऑलराइट, तो लैंसियोलेट का मतलब ये हो गया, एंड दिस फेलो इज आल्सो नोन एज न्यूमोकोकस. In the honor of Sir Edwin Klebs, we have got a very, very important bacterial genus, namely Klebsiella. And one important example, one important species of genus Klebsiella is what? Klebsiella pneumoniae. Named so because it is also an important cause of pneumonia. It is an important cause of pneumonia. There are certain, risk factors for pneumonia by this organism, like for example alcoholism, COPD, etc. And we are going to decode this in detail in systemic microbiology. Look at this. It's a gram negative fellow and it is encapsulated. And also remember, we learned a little bit about Enterobacteriaceae family in one of the previous classes, where I told you that Enterobacteriaceae family जो है, that is a family or परिवार of gram negative bacteria, and some are motile, some are non-motile. जो motile होंगे, they will have peritrichous flagella. Remember हमने ये स्पेन की बात करी थी. This fellow also belongs to the same परिवार, that is Enterobacteriaceae. Enterobacteriaceae family of bacteria, and please remember this fellow is non-motile. This is an example of a non-motile member of Enterobacteriaceae family. Apart from pneumonia, it causes a plethora of other infections as well, जो हम systemic micro में discuss करें. ठीक है? Then guys, some creatures have pretty nice capsules. तो have मतलब H से क्या मैंने बताया था, Haemophilus influenzae. ठीक है, अब देखो हीमा का क्या मतलब हुआ, ब्लड. ऑलराइट, एंड फिलोस मीन्स लविंग और फॉन्ड ऑफ. सो बेसिकली Haemophilus is the name of the genus of these bacteria. These bacteria by the way are gram negative Coccobacilli. तभी मैंने नाम इनका रेड में लिखा है. These are gram negative Coccobacilli, but certain species show pleomorphism. For instance, this organism, this species itself shows pleomorphism in the sense that sometimes long bacillary forms may also be seen, and not always the Coccobacilli appearance is going to be there. अब Haemophilus का नाम क्यों दिया गया है? Because this fellow Haemophilus, it loves to grow in the presence of certain blood factors, certain blood derived factors, for example X factor and V factor. अब इन फैक्टर्स के बारे में भी हम डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे जब हम इस ऑर्गेनिज्म को डिकोड करेंगे सिस्टमिक माइक्रो में. अब इंटरेस्टिंगली ये जो स्पीशीज है जो हमारे लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, बाय द वे, Haemophilus influenzae. प्लीज रिमेंबर, इट डज नॉट कॉज इन्फ्लुएंजा. इट डज नॉट कॉज इन्फ्लुएंजा. तो फेस वैल्यू पे हमेशा चीजों को नहीं लेना चाहिए क्योंकि it can be misleading. So similarly, Haemophilus influenzae species does not cause influenza. Influenza क्या है? It is a viral disease. It's a viral disease caused by influenza virus. By the way, a pretty influential virus. इसको भी हम रेसिपी में डिस्कस करेंगे. तो इसको क्यों बोला गया है स्पीशीज को Haemophilus influenzae? Because इन्फ्लुएंजा की एक कॉम्प्लिकेशन होती है निमोनिया, एंड इन अ वेरी हॉरिफिक पैंडेमिक ऑफ इन्फ्लुएंजा जो 1892 में हुआ था ना, उसमें many people suffering from influenza or flu, they unfortunately went on to develop pneumonia. So pneumonia can occur as a complication of influenza, and when it occurs, it is more commonly a bacterial pneumonia. जैसे कि Staph aureus कर सकता है, strep pneumonia कर सकता है, और ये वाला organism कर सकता है. Another cause of pneumonia in flu patients, जैसे कि इन्फ्लुएंजा पेशेंट्स कैन बी द वायरस इटसेल्फ. तो इन्फ्लुएंजा वायरस खुद भी निमोनिया करा सकता है एज अ कॉम्प्लिकेशन, बट मोर कॉमनली the pneumonia which is going to occur as a complication in influenza या flu patients, that is bacterial pneumonia. And this bacterium was the cause of pneumonia in a lot of patients in the horrific इन्फ्लुएंजा का पैंडेमिक जो कि 1892 में हुआ था. इसीलिए लेकिन उस टाइम पे ऐसा गलती से लगा कि अच्छा दिस बैक्टीरियम इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर इन्फ्लुएंजा. ठीक है, सो इसीलिए स्पीशीज का नाम रख दिया गया लेकिन चेंज नहीं किया गया. तो नाम इज अ लिटिल मिसलीडिंग. ऑलराइट, सो प्लीज कीप इन माइंड कि इन्फ्लुएंजा इज अ वायरल डिजीज. आई होप दिस इज क्लियर. So don't always judge things or people or anything else by their face value. ठीक. So when we deal with something, when we work with something, तभी हमें actual reality कई बार पता चलती है. Now, who is this eminent figure? Richard Pfeiffer. And it was he who proposed this idea कि भाई Haemophilus influenzae is responsible for influenza in that pandemic. तो it was his false belief, तो इसीलिए species का नाम influenza रख दिया गया था. All right. So some creatures have pretty nice capsules. अब P से क्या था? अच्छा, उससे पहले have a look at this as well. Gram stain of Haemophilus influenzae. You can see small cocobacilli in the sputum from a patient with pneumonia. तो इस सेंटेंस को पढ़कर एक चीज तो हम याद कर ही लेते हैं कि भाई Haemophilus influenzae निमोनिया करता है. एक्चुअली इट कॉजेज अ प्लेथोरा ऑफ इन्फेक्शंस, जैसे कि सेलुलाइटिस करता है, मेनिंजाइटिस करता है, एपिग्लोटाइटिस करता है. इसको हम बाद में डिकोड करेंगे. नाउ लुक एट दिस, अ वेरी गुड पिक्चर टू represent the morphology of this organism, gram negative Coccobacillus, Haemophilus influenzae. Clear? Then some creatures have pretty nice capsules. So P से pretty, P से क्या बताया था मैंने? Pseudomonas aeruginosa. Again a very interesting organism. Now Pseudomonas word को अगर हम decode करें, pseudous means false, नकली, गलत, झूठा. एंड मोनास मीन्स क्या? यूनिट या मोनाड. एंड एरुगो का क्या मतलब होता है? एरुजिनोसा नाम कहां से आया? फ्रॉम द वर्ड एरुगो विच मीन्स कॉपर रस्ट और वर्डिगरिस. अब देखो, स्यूडोमोनास का ये मतलब है कि दिस ऑर्गेनिज्म विच बाय द वे इज अ ग्राम नेगेटिव रॉड. In certain microscopic appearances of this organism, two rods are found arranged like this next to each other. So actually में these are two rods. There are also two rods. Okay, so they look like one unit, as if because they are so close to each other, it looks like one single organism, but it is not the case. These are two separate rods or bacilli arranged next to each other. तो इसीलिए Pseudomonas नाम इस जीनस को दिया गया. Falls one unit. It is not one unit. These are two separate, two independent rods arranged very close to each other. एक के पीछे एक खड़ा हुआ है. And Erugo इस species का नाम इसलिए दिया गया because this fellow Pseudomonas aeruginosa produces pigments, important pigments. Basically 4 तरह के pigments ये produce करता है, which are diffusible pigments. Two important colored pigments include blue pigment and green pigment. इनके exact names and all I'll tell you when we decode this fellow in microbiology. Okay. So in reference to the blue green color, aeruginosa नाम रखा गया, which refers to copper rust या verdigris. All right, have a look at this as well. Very good picture of Pseudomonas aeruginosa gram stain. Let me zoom this picture. यहाँ देखो, whatever I drew just now, as a schematic diagram, यहाँ पे actual picture आप लोग देख पा रहे हो. So gram stain of Pseudomonas aeruginosa with cells arranged singly and in pair. यहाँ पे देखो आप. Let me encircle this part. Can you see two rods, arranged, standing basically next to each other? Okay. यहाँ पे भी दो rods हैं. यहाँ पे भी, यहाँ पे भी. So this was the appearance which was noticed of this bacterium, and hence Pseudomonas नाम इसका दिया गया था. A very interesting observation about this organism was that Pseudomonas aeruginosa जो है, it produces mucoid capsular material in cystic fibrosis patients. So you can see in this picture, this mucoid, jelly-like substance, this is nothing but representative of the capsule of this organ. And patients suffering from cystic fibrosis, they are usually infected by those strains of Pseudomonas aeruginosa which produce capsule. सारे के सारे strains of Pseudomonas aeruginosa do not produce capsule. ठीक है? So this is also a very frequently asked question about this organism, and a very important, clinical application, clinical point about this organism. And Pseudomonas aeruginosa, by the way, is a notorious nosocomial pathogen. Nosocomion जो है is a Greek word. Nosocomion is a Greek word which means अस्पताल, hospital. ठीक है? तो this organism causes a plethora of hospital acquired infections. हम hospital acquired infections बहुत जल्दी बस ये वाला पार्ट खत्म करने के बाद कवर करेंगे. आगे बढ़े तो some creatures have pretty nice capsules. अब देखो, नाइस से क्या था, इनसे नेसीरिया था. तो दिस इज सर एल्बर्ट लुडविग सिग्मंड्स नीसर, जिनके नाम पर दिया गया है जीनस नेसीरिया का नाम. So named after Sir Neisser, genus Neisseria named after him. And as I said before, two important pathogens आपको पढ़ने होते हैं, meningococcus and gonococcus. Gonococcus में capsule gone away. All right, have a look at this. Neisseria meningitidis in CSF as seen on gram stain. Let me zoom the picture for you. You can see beautiful neutrophils in this picture. Neutrophils, that is polymorphs. इतने सारे हैं कि ऐसे लग रहा है you are not looking at them, they are looking at you. And जो छोटी छोटी dots आप लोग देख पा रहे हो, they are nothing but Neisseria meningitidis, which again are diplococci. So today मैंने आपको कौन सा diplococus पहले बताया था? Streptococcus pneumoniae, which is lanceolate shaped or flame shaped gram positive diplococus, है ना? And this fellow Neisseria meningitidis also is a diplococus, but it is gram negative and it is plano-convex. Something like this. Plano-convex, the plane sides or the flattened sides face each other and they are surrounded by a beautiful PS, that is polysaccharide capsule. Is this clear, everyone? All right. So these cocci are, pretty small. They are less than 1 microns in size. Look at this. Let me encircle this part. If you notice carefully, you can see a clear area around this Diplococcus. That clear area is representative of the capsule of this fellow. Is this clear? Please let me know in the chat box. All right. The last organism in the list I said is a fungus, namely Cryptococcus neoformans, which is an example of what? As I said before also in one of the previous classes, it is a true yeast or simply known as yeast. अब देखो, एक तो क्रिप्टो है जो ट्रेंड कर रहा है फॉर ऑल द राइट और रॉन्ग रीजंस दीज डेज, बट हम तो मेडिकोज हैं, हमारे लिए एक और क्रिप्टो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. वो है क्या है? क्रिप्टोकोकस न्यूफॉर्मेंस. अब इसके नाम में कोकस है, लेकिन ये बैक्टीरियम ऑब्वियसली नहीं है. ठीक है, मैंने पहले ही क्लैरिफाई कर दिया कि भाई ये तो फंगस है, और किस तरह का फंगस है? इट्स अ ट्रू यीस्ट, है ना? तो इट इज अ फंगस. क्रिप्टो का क्या मतलब होता है? हिडन. एंड कोकस मीन्स व्हाट? पेरी. तो शेप वाइज तो ये भी जो कोकस वाले हमारे बैक्टीरिया होते हैं ना, तो शेप तो इसकी भी स्फेरिकली होती है, बट ये एक्चुअली एक फंगस है. एंड हिडन बेरी का ये मतलब होता है कि when this organism was discovered, it was found to have a capsule. So let's say if this is a capsule around this organism, this is the capsule. It looks as if, this organism, this berry or spherical organism is hidden inside the capsule. And when this fellow was discovered, it was obviously a new pathogen. ठीक है, तो न्यूफॉर्मन स्पीशीज का नाम दे दिया गया टू डिनोट दैट इट्स अ न्यू ऑर्गेनिज्म. It was a newly discovered organism at that time, and later on obviously it was found to cause important diseases, for example meningitis in immunocompromised individuals. All right. So remember, it is the MCC that is most common cause of meningitis. Meningitis in I/C, that is immunocompromised. Most importantly, AIDS patients. Acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Okay? Please remember, HIV infection is not same as AIDS. एड्स रेफर्स टू द टर्मिनल स्टेज ऑफ HIV इन्फेक्शन। HIV इन्फेक्शन की भी अपनी अपनी स्टेजेस होती हैं, जो बिल्कुल टर्मिनल एंड वाली स्टेज होती है उसको एड्स बोलते हैं। एंड व्हेन द पेशेंट एंटर्स दैट स्टेज, अनफॉर्चुनेटली द पेशेंट बिकम्स प्रोन टू अ प्लेथोरा ऑफ इन्फेक्शन, जो यूजुअल पॉपुलेशन में नहीं होते हैं। तो certain microorganisms, they get an opportunity on account of the jeopardized immunity. तो इन इन्फेक्शंस को जो एड्स वाली स्टेज में होते हैं उनको अपॉर्चुनिस्टिक इन्फेक्शंस बोलते हैं। जिन लोगों की इम्यूनिटी अच्छी होती है उनमें उतने कॉमन नहीं होते हैं वाले इन्फेक्शन। तो भी हम जब एड्स पढ़ेंगे सिस्टमिक माइक्रो में, हम इसको डिकोड करेंगे। इज दिस क्लियर गाइस? प्लीज लेट मी नो इफ थिंग्स आर क्लियर। तो हमने ये वाली स्लाइड अपनी डिकोड कर दी, ठीक है, जिसको हमने लास्ट टाइम पढ़ा था। हमने एग्जाम्पल्स लास्ट टाइम ही लिख लिए थे। आज मैंने आपको इन ऑर्गेनिजम्स के एटलीस्ट नाम के बारे में कुछ कुछ चीज़ें बताई हैं जो पता होनी चाहिए, ठीक है। रट्टे नहीं मारने हैं, समझ के पढ़ना है। इज दिस क्लियर? इफ दिस इज क्लियर, आगे बढ़ूँ मैं।